men fall in love with what they see. That's why women wear makeup, and women fall in love with what they hear. That's why men lie. I think a lot of those men are lying. I mean, we had a girl on a couple of weeks ago who was doing some OnlyFans or Fansly or one of these things. And basically, she's like, oh, well, the guy that I'm dating, and I hate to use one example, but because I don't particularly like to lean on anecdotal evidence, but this idea that it was a perfect setup. I said, well, she goes, oh, well, I'm dating this guy, or I'm seeing this guy who knows that I do OnlyFans and he doesn't have a problem with it. I said, well, have you slept with him yet? Have you guys had sex? She goes, no. It's like, well, there you go. Because men are very willing to lie to women about the kind of behaviors that they'll tolerate and accept to get into their pants and sleep with them. I mean, it goes, what is it, Spence? It's men fall in love with what they see. That's why women wear makeup, and women fall in love with what they hear. That's why men lie. So,
well, this is a quote that you read on Instagram, Matt, it's not true.
I find it very interesting because men will lie and they'll wait and they will do all kinds of things to get with women. So I don't think that any man really who's worth his salt, that has his pick of women, that is spoiled for choice, that can say there's these 10 women that want to be with me, he's not going to lower his standards. He might sleep with a girl that does OnlyFans or dances or anything like that, but it's a very, very small chance, or almost a zero likelihood, that man's going to do anything about taking her seriously, because a guy that sees a woman in a club on a pole on OnlyFans, disrespectful to him and as the man is a relationship, and that breaks a cardinal rule of respect. But Francesco, sorry, I was talking. I didn't hear what you said. Go ahead.
Yes, no, you quit the microphone. Good, because otherwise I interrupt you since you don't like it. So basically, I believe, for me, just talking about sexuality, when you expose yourself externally to the public sexually, it means you are looking for sexuality. And you actually lack it, because when you're truly sexual, you are embracing the moment. You don't need to show it off, because that's what you are. Most of cases, when we show off something in public, in repetition, can be, videos of the body, pictures, because sometimes it's fine. We are talking about the repetitive behavior and pattern, so which multiplies and is a pattern. It's the pure lack of sexuality in this case. It's not the other way. So I feel very sorry when I see someone posting all the time about the body, the face, or about other stuff in OnlyFans. I feel very sorry, because I feel this person is lacking sexuality. And so it's the opposite of what people think. They say, this person is so sexual. No, it's actually the opposite. This person is looking for sexuality, trying to be very sexual.
I don't even know what to say. Like, I really don't. I'm completely...
To bring it back to the video.
Please.
Being sexual means that you...
I got something a little bit...
Being sexual, guys, do you think... Aspetta, 1 second. Being sexual is about what you show off or about what you are? Ask this question to yourself. The difference is that if you are sexual, if you're sexual...
What you are showing, the signals that you're sending, the way you are presenting yourself to the world is a reflection of who you are, because that's what you want people to see.
No, absolutely not. What you give out is also what you are in need, that you don't have yet often.
What?
Wait, I have a question.
Wait, hold on. So are you saying...
Of course, guys, but no. Anyways, this show is not for me at all. Go.
No, we love having you. Don't get me wrong. This is great for the show.
Are you saying a girl who's like
for you, maybe not for me?
Getting her sexual desires in that?
For example, someone showing off their material side, okay? Do you think it's because is what the person is, or what the person is showing off because he's lacking everything else inside? What is show off often is the weakness, is not what it is. You don't reflect what you are by showing it off. If you are, you don't have the need to show it off so much. It's science in this case.
So if I have $1 million, but if I post a picture of it on Instagram, I actually don't have $1 million. I'm broke.
It's not about this. We said, again, go deeper. We said the repetition of pattern, the repetition, like constantly saying something, constantly posting videos of you sexually, constantly, it's the quantity, is the repetition, is a pattern, it's not one time. And often this reflects the lack, the void that the person is having. That's why there is this need of repeating pattern continuously.
I mean,
But
it's not-
if someone's posting always like videos of like, I don't know, chains, gold, money racks, like that shows that that person is materialistic. Now, the fact that they're materialistic might show a more psychological thing about them, since
that they're not experiencing being wealthy.
well, it's more showing like, well, you're materialistic because you're lacking,
Yeah.
I don't know, a real valuable relationship in your life or something that has actual meaningful value.
Nothing
So you
wrong-
look
brava.
value in material. But
Yeah.
if you're showing off money, that doesn't mean that you're not materialistic in reality. That you are materialistic. You are in fact being materialistic. It just kind of
The repetition. It depends on how it's shown, baby. I believe
The
it
thing
all
that people
depends.
are
We cannot
lacking in this
generalize.
scenario is that
We
they're
can
lacking
generalize.
attention.
It depends on how it is shown off. It is not everywhere, every time like this. You have to actually see what is going on.
this reminds me
cannot
of the
generalize.
cheating point that we had earlier, where it's like, well, she cheated, but why did she cheat?
It's very
She
astute of
cheated
you.
because he didn't do this. Well, it's like, well, yeah, she cheated because it takes two to tango, right? Like, it's not like she's gonna cheat. Some people do cheat. In fact,
It doesn't
when
matter
the
why she
relationship is
cheated. She
perfect,
cheated,
it
we're
doesn't
done.
matter why she cheated. You're done. Now, what I think is a smart
But cheating
idea
can
for
also
the
be
man.
lying. You don't lose someone you love because of a lie, because he's cheating one
Yeah,
day and
but when
lying
it
to
is
you.
sexual cheating, it's definitely
A
game
sexual
over.
cheating is another thing. Sexual
still
cheating is another thing.
Well, when we refer to cheating, we mainly talk about like talking to other men, talking to other women, having sex with other women or men. So when that in fact happens, it is important to understand also like what you could do better next time in a way, but it also has to do a lot with this person is willing to, instead of talking about what you could do better, they're willing to instead throw that away and just get someone else.
All right, guys, I really hope that you enjoyed that clip. If you want to check out the full-length podcast episode, you can find that right over here. Also, make sure you visit my website over here where you'll find my supplements, the opportunity to book me privately one-on-one for coaching, and most importantly, my new School of Unplugging, which you'll find on the courses tab. Newer to the channel, hit subscribe.